Okay, hello, welcome to Industry Spotlight. This is season 2, episode 2. Today we're going to cover Facebook,
Creative Compass,
GitHub,
Actions.
Actions.
Come on.
I can't continue after that.
The device itself looks pretty cool though. It's one of the first things I've ever seen with a little clip, a physical clip that can cover the camera. So they're really trying to dial down the privacy stuff in light of recent things that have developed.
Hello, welcome to this week's Industry Spotlight. This is season 2, episode 2. We're going to talk about Facebook's new hardware, Portal, another Facebook tool for measuring the effectiveness of Facebook ads. We're going to talk about DuckDuckGo reaching 30 million queries a day and GitHub launching Actions.
First thing we're going to talk about is GitHub launching the Actions. So this is a new feature for GitHub, but it's a bit out of the sort of realms of what they usually do. It's a source code hosting service, basically, obviously using Git. Which had a massive developer conference and they announced lots of cool stuff, one of them being Actions. So generally this is the first sort of dip into the continuous integration world of software dev. So Bitbucket have got a similar offering that's been going for probably about a year or something now, called Pipelines. It's along the same tracks as that really. It's just a way of creating your build process in code. And you can even do it visually in GitHub Actions, which is pretty cool. So you can get like a little flow diagram essentially and drag and drop new bits into it. So these build pipelines and build files have been around for decades really. But they're slowly creeping into source code management systems, which is good because really they do need versioning. So it's a step in the right direction. A lot of companies have already got a build process, obviously, that integrates into GitHub. So it'll be interesting to see how many people actually bother moving it into the new system. Because at the moment there's things like CodeShip and other services which fill that hole. So I'm not sure how it's going to affect those guys' bottom line. Might be getting shoved out of the market a bit here. They haven't really talked much about pricing. I mean, from what I understand, they haven't said really anything about it. So I think it might be free, but it sounds a bit weird. I don't think it's going to be free, but it's only in beta at the moment, so they might not have fleshed pricing out. But that's one thing that's stopping us from using Bitbucket pipelines is the charge you per minute of your build process. If you do a lot of builds in a month, then it costs you a lot of money. I think you get so many minutes free per month, but people like to bundle in. You've like done like a npm install before anyway, it grabs all your node modules, and sometimes if you're in a big old project there's like gigabytes. If you build that into your build process, then obviously it's going to take ages, isn't it, downloading all that stuff.
Yeah. And
you get charged by minute, so it's like, it doesn't really wash. If you've got a build process with grabbing files baked into it, then getting charged by minute is a bit of a stinger. So it'd be interesting to see what GitHub do with the pricing. I know Bitbucket and GitHub likes pricing differently to sort of fill different niches. We've talked about that before in the video. So that's interesting, really cool. So this might sort of start to push old school players like Jenkins and like CodeShip out of the market really, because they're replacing that functionality. That's interesting. That's cool, that's it.
So the second topic we're going to discuss today is the Creative Compass beta that's been rolled out across Facebook. It's a new tool that's designed to help advertisers figure out how effective their ad's going to be. So there's a couple of things that they use to measure effectiveness. There's noticeability, brand association, brand lift, and a couple of other metrics.
What's noticeability?
I think it's just like an awareness metric. So how long
reach.
people, not reach necessarily. Okay. It's just designed to. Yeah, I think it's just, it's an algorithm.
Is that a new word for impressions?
No, I don't think so. I think it's their interpretation of whatever it is, isn't it really? But I would imagine it'll be like dwell, and things like that. So yeah, there's loads of different things that it looks into: informational content, emotional reward, call to actions, things like that. So it's a little tool that'll be accessible to select partners of Facebook. At the minute, I think it's only been beated in the US. So I imagine you'd find that in your business manager platform, and basically it's to give you a preview of how it's going to perform before you launch it. So it just saves a lot of hassle and time doing testing throughout the course of a campaign and making those learnings over a period of time, and then realizing that it's not been effective on, say, call to action or a reach basis, something like that. It's just quite effective in trying to deduce how it's going to perform before you even set it live, which is good. Just saves a lot of budget.
So when's that going to be freely available for everyone?
2019, they've not specified when. I imagine it'll get rolled out to everybody over the course of the year. The only issue is, like I say, it's only exclusive tech to partners of Facebook, and the partner program is notoriously difficult to get on. Although, having said that, Facebook have announced that they're going to be launching a program as well for smaller advertisers, smaller to medium advertisers and consultants as well.
Cool.
Yeah, which is, it's called Facebook Pro. So that's just, that would be something that's, for instance, suited to us, possibly, which is going to offer a little bit of extra support, whereas only the bigger agencies on this beta program will be getting access to this tool, which is silly really, because it's not a massive groundbreaking piece of technology, I imagine. I don't imagine it's something that they'll be paying extra for. It's just a product that should really be widely available. But yeah, that should be coming soon, next year, hopefully.
Sweet.
The next thing we're going to cover is DuckDuckGo reaching 30 million queries a day. DuckDuckGo is the privacy-focused search engine that doesn't track your movements and serve your ads. It's basically the polar opposite of Google. It's been growing in popularity for quite a few years, I think about 50% year on year. So they've recently reached the milestone of 30 million queries a day, which is a significant milestone for those guys. It's still a tiny percentage of the whole search market.
So what's Google today, about 100 billion?
Yeah, something absolutely ridiculous. But the interesting thing about them continuing to grow is I think this year has been quite a privacy-focused year for Google, for Facebook, people like that. So privacy is becoming, I don't think it's becoming more important. I think it's becoming more discussed.
More relevant.
Definitely. So I think that will be contributing to this growth as well. But I don't think Google needs to be worried, but I'm happy for DuckDuckGo. But yeah, I think the GDPR regulations and Google getting a lot of bad coverage for what they're doing with the data is pushing people to just explore routes where they don't have to be concerned about privacy.
How do they monetize them?
There are ads, aren't there? Just not ads based on tracking you.
Well,
keyword-based tracks, right?
I think they've got various ways and revenue streams.
They got ads.
They sell the data.
That's not an ad. That's
no. Type something in. There you go, top.
All right, okay.
So they've got an ad platform, yeah.
Yeah, but the key is, it's not based on you visiting other sites, it's just based on the words you're searching for,
Yeah, so they don't do any like retargeting or cooking or anything like that.
Well, it's pretty much the same as Bing. Bing don't really offer a remarketing suite, only in search.
Yeah.
You must be talking really small volume for that though.
Well, 30 million queries a day is the max. That's what they're maxing out at.
Yeah.
Interesting. I might be worth exploring that in more detail, Chris. No, yeah. I wonder if it's relevant to more markets than others for search volume, like maybe like insurance quotes and stuff might be, or like finance.
I would imagine you'd only move any activity over there if you'd absolutely saturated every other major search engine.
Yeah.
You're not going to start there and scale up. You're going to start where
everyone
the main search is, and then probably squeeze. I mean, who was that advertiser that were there at the top?
Don't know.
We're Under Armour or something like that.
I'll double check. Live search.
Live search on job.
Football boots.
Yeah.
Under
Armour. Yeah.
Position
So
one.
they'll be probably slamming Google and Bing, I would imagine, and it's just to squeeze a little bit more out of what's there.
Different type of users though, aren't they? Because you imagine people
I don't know what the demographic is for it. Who searches on it?
Security conscious, privacy conscious, IT professionals, maybe.
Nearly said something really controversial then. So DuckDuckGo's doing well.
Yeah, good. Need more competition.
Keep going.
Right, next topic is Facebook's new portal device. So it's a pretty cool thing. It seems like everyone's having a go at one of these things. Now Amazon have had a go, Google have just had a go, Facebook are having a go. Strangely, Facebook integrates with Amazon Alexa, which is a bit strange. You don't find much crossover between these big companies now because they like to keep all their things to themselves, try and monopolise it, but yeah, you can use Alexa through it, which is interesting. I guess Facebook don't have a voice assistant at all, so there's no way, as far as I'm aware, of checking like the weather and stuff through Facebook's platform itself, so I had to sort of partner with someone, I guess. It's just a video calling platform. The device itself looks pretty cool though. It's one of the first things I've ever seen with a little clip, a physical clip that can cover the camera. So they're really trying to dial down the privacy stuff in light of recent things that have developed with privacy.
I think that might even be a little nod to Zuck's because he famously tapes over his webcam.
Yeah. So it's basically just a little screen with a mic and a video camera. And you can get two different versions, 10-inch and 15-inch. Cool. The only real cool features I've seen on it, the panning and zooming camera that follows you around. That's really cool. So if you stood up, I don't know how many people stand up and walk around the kitchen making lunch, talking to these things, but that's what their example video shows, and it's panning around and following him, and that's pretty cool.
It's interesting that they've got crossover with Spotify, Food Network, Pandora, and all these platforms included in Alexa and the Echo Show. There's a lot of crossover between what Facebook are doing here and what Amazon are doing. But this works with Alexa.
I think they're so late to this arena that they sort of know, don't they, that if they wall themselves off and try and compete, they're going to just struggle so bad. So they have no choice other than to partner with people who are already in this space that are doing useful integrations.
I find it quite a bold move for a company that's been under fire for privacy, wanting to put a camera in every room in your house.
Yeah. Well, which one is it that doesn't have one of these things and they made it out as a feature? Was it Google's one? Didn't have a mic, I think. I think Google's one didn't have a mic, and they're like, oh yeah, we deliberately didn't put a mic in it because we don't want to, listen in on you. Almost like.
How does it hear you?
It don't do hearing, does it? It's just for like, it's the Google Home thingy with a screen in it. It's for like turning your lights on.
Oh, right, okay.
So we're going to be getting that scaremonger into privacy.
It's got a camera, but it doesn't have a microphone. Like one of the key elements of like the Facebook portal basically is not there, and it's probably for cost cutting, but they've made out as if it's privacy, which is a weird slant to take. But yeah, I guess if people are that determined not to have a microphone or a camera in the room, then you might want to go for that option. But it's cool. There's even more competition now because Amazon's been doing this for a couple of years now with their Echo shows. So now Google and Facebook have entered. If they're both going to sling money at it, then free horse race, so that's cool. It makes a change because Amazon have been absolutely smashing the home automation in home. Everything to do with home in terms of the devices, they've been absolutely destroying it. So it's good to see Google taking it seriously, which obviously I've been for a bit, but now Facebook have entered there as well. There's a lot of competition, which is good. Be interesting to see.
When will these launch then?
They're still pre-order.
And it's on America, I think.
So I've not seen anything about it whatsoever. I've not seen any advertising campaigns or anything.
Well, I'm in the UK anyways. I reckon once they're available to buy in the UK, they'll put a TV ad campaign, won't they?
Probably.
It'd be interesting to see if they can actually sell these on Amazon. I wouldn't have thought so. But considering Alexa's in there, maybe they've got some sort of agreement then.
Well, I'd like to take one apart and see how different it is from an Echo Show inside.
It'll just be an Android phone. It will be. It'll be Facebook Messenger Android app on a little computer with all gubbins ripped out of it other than the Messenger video calling thing, which obviously has been there forever, or at least a few years. Which is cool, they've got that as well, because obviously Google's got a video calling service, or Amazon have. No one's necessarily got them apps on their phones anyway, whereas everyone's obviously got Facebook Messenger or Facebook, so anyone that doesn't have one of these devices, you're still going to be able to video call them, aren't you? So that's a pretty cool leg up they've got on the competition there.
Hotting up.
Yeah. I'll be surprised if I ever see one of these in person, though. in terms of sales.
Well,
That's what I was thinking. You've got to have something that really sets you apart from your competitor now. I think I don't know. I think a lot of people that aren't too technical, either they'll probably just think, what's the difference? You're going to have to really be more specific about what the differences are of each, because there's that many. How do you choose?
For non-technical people, this type of market is just alien, isn't it? It's like, I don't even know what this is anymore. It's just
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It'd be interesting to see what their advertising campaign says about it once it's live. I think the layperson will just go, how's that different to the next one?
How's it different to an iPad or an Android tablet or a Kindle tablet?
Yeah. Well,
you can get the Facebook Messenger app on all them things, right? And they've all got a video camera and a microphone, right? So you can do all this already if you've already got one on devices.
They're probably just relying on the brand to sell it out there. It's those consumers that are like, yeah, this is the next cool thing that I'll have.
there's a business application, I think, as well. I think Facebook have got Facebook for Business in the background. I think this will be quite an important piece of hardware to facilitate that. The sales team will shift people onto Facebook Business and say, we'll give you a free set of portals for your office or something like that. It'll interesting. Nice to have a bit of hardware competition though between.
It'll be interesting to see what bricks and mortar shops they get these into. Well, I'm sure they'll get them in couriers and PC World and that, won't they? So it'll be interesting to see if they have like a huge advertising in-store jobby going on. So I don't think they'll get these in Amazon. It's too much of a crossover with the Echo Show stuff.
Nah.
How do you think the price point will be received then?
I think price is pretty intriguing there. $199 for the little one on its own. What's that going to be? 200 quid, you reckon, just straight across? So if you want to try compare it to a tablet like we're just doing, especially iPad, you're obviously coming in a lot cheaper, aren't you? But it's a one-trick pony, isn't it? That's the problem. You're paying for all this technology and a nice camera and a nice screen, but you can only do like video calls and a few other bits on it. Whereas you buy an Android tablet, you can do whatever you want on it, can't you? I mean, yeah, we're just looking at Kindle Fires now, and
There isn't an Echo Show on here.
oh, there will be. There you go.
Oh.
Yeah,
220 quid.
Kindle tablets can do all this stuff, though, can't they?
220. It's exactly the same, though, isn't it? Look at it.
Yeah.
220 quid for the Echo Show. And what's that coming out at? That's cheaper, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like I say, it's one trick pony, innit? You can't do it with it.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's video calls. I don't know. Strange. I won't buy a device for one.
Yeah, I'd have to be pretty compelled to. They'd have to make a very compelling case for me to go out and get one.
It's for people that are amazed by FaceTiming or video calling, but don't understand how to do that on their device. You need to get rid of that phone.
How can you not know how to do it on your device?
Like grandma and granddad saying we're talking, aren't we?
Yeah, but surely it's the younger generations that are buying grandma and granddad.
Well, this is probably the market, buying them for your grandma and granddad for Christmas.
Because it's limited.
I won't be surprised.
It's limited to that, and that's all you can do in it. So
That's a great shout. Get one of these for your grandma and granddad for Christmas. And then that will allow them to get all the older demographic that aren't currently on Facebook. So they have to have a Facebook account to use it? Yeah, possibly.
They only got to do serve ads for it, and then they can say that only people that can target older generations are on Facebook.
Silver Surfers.
Digital Eagles, that's powerful, isn't it?
Okay, the final topic we're just going to quickly touch on is the co-founders of Instagram leaving after, I believe, 13 years.
that's a long time.
Is that long?
I think, something like that.
Has it even been around for?
8 years.
8 years. 8
years.
Fact check. 8 years, yeah. I think the takeaway from this is just, again, Facebook out there. They're going to do things how they want to do it. I think the Instagram chaps are creative by nature, and I don't think they've got the license to do what they want to do anymore. So they're leaving. I don't think they're going to do bad out of it.
It's a weird.
Where do you think they'll go?
I think they'll set something up.
That's what they said, aren't they?
Right, they'll set something else up.
Yeah.
Is it just going to be Instagram again?
Yeah, and beat Facebook. That's it. It's weird, isn't it, when you get creative guys that launch a really cool concept and then they get bought out and then they're just bored, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's not what they do.
But they've grown from like 10 people team to like thousands of staff and $100 billion company.
Just to upload
in 8
pictures.
years, just for photos, yeah. So yeah, good. I think it's another thorny story for Facebook. I think Facebook's never-ending bad press year of 2018 just continues with this. I don't think it's going to do them any good. I'd like to check the share price and see if it's affected that in any way, but yeah, I just watch this space, I think.
It is testament to them though, like to build it up that big when Facebook's already dominant in the market, to go up against them. Anybody would be thinking, you know, before Instagram came along, oh, I'm not even going to have a crack at that because we're just going to fall flat on our faces.
Instagram's been around a long time now.
That's the thing about creatives though, isn't it? They don't think like that. They don't think that they'd be going up against Facebook, but the
It
creators.
makes you wonder though, how many times can they do it until people, it's only small tweaks to the demographic, isn't it? Or the actual platform that they're making, really, when you compare Facebook and Instagram.
Well, it's a subset, isn't it? Everything Instagram has been able to do historically, Facebook has been able to do, just displayed and interacted with it differently.
But it makes you wonder how many times can they do that and be successful? Is it saturated yet? Will there be more?
People like platforms that just do one thing and do it well, don't they? People don't want to sign up to Facebook because of privacy and people from work looking at it, but they'll go on Instagram because it's just photos, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit different. You don't. Instagram never asks you from where you work, do you, or how old you are, I don't think.
Yeah.
Or, well, I suppose I mind it for content and stuff, but yeah.
It makes you wonder though, how many more ways can they do it and be successful?
Infinite.
There's probably more, isn't there, really, when you
yeah.
think about it? So either it makes you wonder if they're just going to go on and do it again and just conceive a completely different demographic.
They'll build something, then
always a
Facebook will
niche.
buy it again.
You could just do photo uploads again, but do it for another niche, like cooking. Call it like Chef's Room. Sorted.
Go on then, get it built.
Patent.
Yeah, there's always a market for any tech, whether it's been done before or not. If you position it right, you can do what you want, can't you? There's no limits to things that can be successful at all. It's like Facebook does everything, doesn't it? You can literally do anything you want on Facebook's platform. There's so much stuff in it. If you take a nice bit out and position it somewhere else, works, doesn't it? That's why they haven't just dissolved Instagram. They could quite easily have just bought it, folded it and gone, right, all your photos are in Facebook now, come on.
You just need to start amalgamating the platforms.
No. Why?
I don't know, like have a cross between Instagram and LinkedIn.
Why would you do that?
Instant tin.
Yeah.
You still need to create LinkedIn.
Instant
We'll
tin.
do that.
Oh dear me.
Not instant tin, not stupid.
Okay, that's been season 2, episode 2 of Industry Spotlight.
Linkgram.
If you've got any comments,
Linkgram.
stick them below. If you want us to
Snapgram.
cover any topics, let us know. We'll still be here.
Right.
You'll have to cut that.
Don't start.
I've completely lost my way. What were next?
Beans.
Creative Compass. Oh, Instagram's co-founders leaving, and DuckDuckGo reaching 30 million. No,
Yeah, starting your Facebook portal.
I didn't. He said we're not doing that. We're doing Facebook Compass
Yeah, I've just read
instead.
all about it.
It was?
I've just read everything in the world about portal.
Oh, go on then. Go on then.
Well, what's Creative Compass?
Just topic that I've chosen.
Right, we'll do that as well. We're doing 2 each. We always do 2 each, don't we?
I don't know about that one.
I'll do one. It's fine.
Which one do you know about?
I've not read enough about it. The
Which
one
one?
that you've apparently read.
Portal.
I've not read.
Put that to the top so I can. What's
I'll
it
do
called?
Portal. I'm
Facebook
doing
Compass.
Portal.
Go on then.
I've already said I would.